Mr. Blatt? Was Mr. Blatt here?
Who's here for court?
Then we may as well.
Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Blatt is here.
Oh, are you Wingtep TMRV?
I don't know what that is.
I don't either, but that's what you're identified for on the Zoom call. A lot of people can put their name in there, so I know who I'm talking to. Yours just says Wingtech TMRV.
This is really the first time I've used Zoom. I'm not familiar with it.
Okay, well, can you activate your camera so I can see you?
I'm trying to. This is a new phone, so I'm not familiar with it. I can't see anything where to activate the camera.
Go down in the lower left. There you've changed it. Oh, did you do that? Okay.
To start my video.
So on the lower left screen, you should have a little, there, I think you're going to come on here in a second. Yeah, there you are.
You see me?
Hi there.
Okay, I don't see me, but
I see you. And did you make it? No. No, I didn't. Okay, so I need you to unmute, Mr. Blatt. Click on your microphone. Mr. Blatt, in the lower left corner, there's going to be a little silhouette of a microphone with a line through it. You need to click on that. I can't hear you until you do that. I can't hear you. You need to. You've muted your microphone. You need to unmute it. Still can't hear you.
okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I'd like to be able to do both. Hear you and see you.
Can you see me? Can you hear me?
I cannot hear you. I can hear you, but I cannot see you.
Shit.
I heard that.
Sorry.
Language.
There you are.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. And I can see you, so don't change a thing.
All right, I won't touch it.
So there's a motion on the calendar here. You're representing yourself, correct?
I am myself.
I
I'm in
know.
propria persona.
I'm sorry?
I'm in propria persona.
Okay,
I
well,
am
in any
myself.
case, you don't have an attorney and you'll be running your own defense. Is that what you're
Okay.
telling me?
Yes.
Okay. And so the state's asked to, there's just a state, the city of Tumwater is asking to continue the trial. Did you see that motion?
No, but I'll take your word for it.
Thank you. But I will tell you what the substance of the motion is.
Thank you, dummy. Yeah, you're right. I'm not lying to you from the bench here. Oh, good Lord. Big shout out to Brecken who got this to me. I see Zach in here too. He sent some goodies for us as well.
I have to explain if you missed the last hearing. I was poisoned by insecticide. I bought anti-flea spray for my dog and it said non-toxic on it. So I sprayed it all over the house and my bed and my clothes and it knocked me out for 2 weeks and I still lose my balance sometimes. It was really poison.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. But
could have happened to a nicer guy. The toxic SovCit. I think I've got my thumbnail figured out.
here's where we're at on the trial. The state filed a motion. Let's see, when it's right now, trial is set for confirmation is October 22nd in 2 days. And then the trial is set for October 29th and 30th. The state's asking to move that because they have a witness issue. One of the police officer apparently is not available on that time. And so they want to move the trial maybe a week or two. And I guess I would get your position on that request.
Well, what'll happen if I decline that, if I object to it?
Well, then they're asking, then I get to decide whether or not the state has shown good cause to continue the trial or not. And then one of two.
And spoiler alert, they have. The judge is granting it. But you get to talk first. So say whatever you're going to say.
Two things can happen, I guess. I can, you're objecting, I can sustain your objection, not continue the trial, and then the state would probably be out of luck. Or I could find good cause because a material witness is unavailable, and then I can go a little bit beyond when speedy trial is, to allow the trial to take place with the state's witness. And I can tell you a couple of things. One thing that this is a fairly common occurrence from both the defense and the state. And when
I got a couple of nuggets for you. You're about to lose this motion, and you're about to lose at trial when it does happen.
if a defense comes to me and says, hey, look, I need these witnesses to defend my case, but they're not available, can we move the trial? I'll generally accommodate that. I'll let people put on their defense, but the same is true for the state. If they have a witness, and I think who is material to their case, and they can't proceed without, I'll give the state some leeway to find good cause and reset the trial to when the witness can appear. So that might be a spoiler alert, but it's up to you. You don't have to agree. No one's asking you that. I'm just asking, I'm telling you what the state's asking. I'm telling you what generally happens in situations like this. And I'm just asking for your response, and then I'll make a ruling.
Okay, if you deny the prosecution's request, then the trial would be held in 2 days?
No, the trial, I don't know what would happen if they denied the state's request. Then if the state can't proceed, they can't. But I think
Okay.
I kind of hinted that generally I grant this type of motion, but because I want to be upfront with you. But it's
Yes,
up to you as to how you want to decide.
Well, I object to their motion.
All right. I'm going to find good cause to continue the trial because of the state's unavailability of a state's witness. I'm going to ask Ms. Kidmacher, when's the soonest available date that you can be ready and have a trial? And I'll set it for that date.
Your Honor, my understanding is the officer is unavailable through November 8th. Other than that, I don't have notes as to other unavailable dates.
So what we're going to do then, Mr. Blatt, we're going to set the trial for November 17th and 18th, and then we'll have confirmation on, we put these on November 12th, which is a Wednesday at the afternoon.
May I ask something?
Yes.
As I understand, the hearing I missed was the motions hearing, right?
No, this is the motion hearing.
Okay, I'm not prepared because, as I said, I was sick and I'm still recovering.
No, but the motion is, hang on just a second. The motion is to continue the trial. And I've already asked you what your response to that is.
Oh, so it's the prosecution's motion, but I also,
Yes.
didn't I also notice a motion hearing?
Okay, we can renote that if you want. I didn't see that. That's not
Yes,
what I'm here for here today. When did you ask for that motion hearing to be held? Oh, I see.
Your Honor, at the hearing back on September 3rd, I see a note for a motion hearing set for today. Defendant must file his motion no later than October 6th and.
Well, that was me. Yeah, did you ever file anything?
I don't think so because, like I said, I
Because you were
was
sick. I get it. Yeah, all right. Well, you're still free to, let's see. Well, do you want that motion heard?
Yes, please, but I'm not.
You better
prepared.
file it. I mean, you were supposed to file something by October 8th. We didn't get
Right.
anything.
Right.
No, Judge. I want a motion heard that I've never filed. Now. Oh, no, not now because I'm sick. What a moron.
Can we reset that and the deadline for me to submit the motions?
Yes, we can do that, but we'll probably, in order to accommodate that, we're going to have to move this trial out a little bit further.
Okay, past the speedy date?
Yes, it's already past the speedy date based on my
Okay.
finding of good cause because of the state's material witness unavailability. I can,
My
at your request, if you want your motion heard before that, I'll accommodate that, but we're going to have to mess with the dates a little bit.
Okay, I'll waive speedy trial rights for that.
Okay. Well, I don't even think we need to get there. I can make findings. Okay, so let's forget those dates. Let me redo these dates here. Well, let me ask you, how are you feeling now? How quickly can you get your motion together?
I'm doing okay. Like I said, I lose my balance sometimes, but I'm getting better.
I'm just asking you for a time limit. How much time do you need? I'll give you the time you need. I just want to know how much you need.
1 week.
All right.
1 week.
So hang on just today. Let me take a look here.
And Your Honor, I'm not sure what type of motion or whether it's going to be something that requires officer testimony. So I would just ask that it be.
My guess is if it's constitutional grounds, and if you need officer testimony, you can ask to reset it, but I
Yes,
just,
I would ask that it be set after November 8th.
all right. Because the officers need to be
Correct.
present. All right, so we're gonna set a motion hearing for November 10th. All right,
Yes.
you need to have your motion filed by October 27th. It's a week from today, so you have a week to get your motion together. Get it
Okay.
filed by October 27th. The state needs to get their response in by November 3rd. And then the motion will be heard on November 10th. Why don't we just do a confirmation for that date also? And then I already moved the trial date to November 17th and 18th. We'll just leave that date. And then the confirmation will be the same as the motion hearing date on November 10th. And if he's successful, then we'll do it that way.
And you said trial 17th and 18th.
What's that? 17th and 18th. Okay, so do you understand where we're at?
Yes.
When do you need to have your motion filed by?
The 27th, 1 week.
Right. And then the state by the 3rd, we'll see everybody back here on the 10th.
Okay. Thank you.
Hang on just a second. I have another question for you. Have you been getting text reminders of court dates?
Yes.
Great.
Is that actually his name, Leonard Blatt?
We'll see you back here, and then this will be excluded from speedy trial calculation. I'll make that finding based on the witness unavailability and to accommodate Mr. Blatt's ability to get his motion in. Understand all that, Mr. Blatt?
Yes.
You're free to
Got it.
go.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. So I guess, I think everybody else is a change of plea or a disposition of some sort, so we may as well go through them.
I can call Mr. Nicholas Watson. He's present in the courtroom with us today.
Who is he? Mr. Watson, come on up, please. So Mr. Blatt, you're free to go. You can just hang up your phone.
I'm trying to go.
Look at that. Extra editing. Thank you, Brecken.
Of the city of Riverview versus Leavon Cotton, 251276.
Let's see what's shaking in Swingers Court. Law nerds unite, people.
Your Honor, I just want to basically says record Richard T. Serrano, 33328. I did initially speak to my client. I gave him advice of rights. He signed it. Then he said he wanted to represent himself. So he's here.
Okay, all right, sir, please remove your hands from your pockets. Your name for the record, please.
Leavon Cotton.
Okay, and you want to represent yourself? We have an attorney here that you've already spoken with that's here to represent you.
The misunderstanding was for me, I necessarily didn't want to represent me. I just wanted to talk to the prosecutor myself, and he let me know that if I wanted to like have verbal words with the prosecutor, he could not represent me.
Correct.
So that's why I made that decision. If that still stands, I know you still made her, the other lady, have somebody represent her. So if you want me to, then I'm
Just keep your hands in your pockets, please.
my bad.
That's okay. No, sir, it's up to you, but the other attorney was here already and hadn't spoken with the
Okay.
defendant hadn't spoken with the prosecutor.
Still did.
Okay, alrighty. And sir, I just need to make sure for the record that you understand that you are in court today on criminal charges. I'm sorry.
Yes.
And you also have the right to have an attorney representing you at all critical stages of the criminal process.
Yes.
And this is considered a critical stage of the criminal process.
Yes.
And if you could not afford an attorney, one may be appointed to represent you at no cost.
I understand.
You understand that?
Yeah.
And so you want to waive your right to an attorney and represent you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And the court will then find that the waiver is valid and knowing and voluntary. And sir, do you know why you're in court today, or do you want the court to read the reasons you're in court?
I got pulled over for revoked license.
Okay, great. So do you,
Stop sign.
okay, so you understand you're here for the driving while license suspended, revoked, or denied?
Yeah.
Do you need, and you understand the possible penalty? Do you want the court to read that?
I know.
You know it?
Yeah.
All right, the court will waive the formal reading, enter a plea of not guilty for purposes of the arraignment. And I ask the pretrial counsel, I'm sorry, sir, not counsel, I'm sorry. You are wanting an adjournment because you have a ticket to clear up, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And it's going to take you 30 more days to pay that off?
Not necessarily, but just to make sure, yeah.
Okay. November 17th. Does that work for you?
Works perfect.
9:15.
9:15 AM. Okay. So, sir. Now I have to address bond. And so are you on probation or parole anywhere, sir?
No,
Are you out on bond in any jurisdiction?
no,
Okay, so my next question is if you ever failed to
Aw.
appear in court, perhaps it might be a yes because you have a pending matter from 34th District Court, and that's why you have a suspension from that, correct? No?
never not came to court. I just owed him the ticket. Like, it was already kind of like finished on his own.
Okay, so, so you've never failed to appear in court, but you've not, but there's times you've not completed a payment for a court.
Yes.
And where do you work?
At FFP in Plymouth, it's Federal Fluid Power Hydraulic Plant.
Okay, how do you get back and forth to work?
The bus, sometimes Uber, sometimes my coworkers, sometimes I actually drive. I got the kind of job that is no smart buses or city bus that go there.
Which is unfortunate, correct?
Sure.
Do you have any coworkers that reside near you, sir?
Yeah, they help me a lot. I don't really drive. I don't own a car, but you know, sometimes my family might let me see it if it's no other option.
Well, make sure you let your family know that if they let you see a car and then drive the car, that they could also have some problems. So, how'd you get here today? That's what I thought.
Can I invoke my Fifth Amendment?
Well, sure. Let me just say this. Like, you certainly may, but I
Tell us you drove here without telling us you drove here. I haven't seen this. She probably has video. Oh, this is fun.
I'm just asking just to make sure that you're not driving out of the parking lot. It's not going to result in an additional charge. Okay, it's not going to result in this court setting a high bond for you or otherwise. It's just so that I can understand that you're not going to be driving out of the parking lot and that you can notify the police department that your car is going to be here for a little bit in the event you don't have somebody else that can come pick up the car. So it's just for informational purposes, sir, so I can assess the appropriate bond conditions, which was already going to be that you're not to drive without a valid license. But further, in the event you did drive, so that the police department can have notice that your vehicle may remain here overnight, so it doesn't get towed, and then you have additional cost. Got it? So it's not going to result in additional charges unless you drive out of the parking lot, then it will. Do you understand that? Because then you're going to see you driving and, but your answer in and of itself, as of, what time is it? 11:45 AM is not going to result in additional charges based upon your answer. Okay. But I'm going to presume, based upon your facial expression, that you drove the vehicle, whatever vehicle that your family let you see. So you should call that family member to let them know that you are not allowed to drive the car and they need to come pick it up, unless it's actually your car. That is effective. So you are going to have to call somebody, likely two people, that can drive together so one can drive your car back. And if you want to get your license back, sir, you have to stop driving. I know it's difficult where we live. I know it's difficult. It's not convenient to not have a car. But the longer you continue to drive without a valid license, the longer it will be until you can get your license. Okay, why is your license revoked?
I got out of prison in 2018. I did good and got a scat pack.
Got a
I
what?
wasn't mature enough to have a scat pack.
Oh, scat. Oh,
That's late.
pretty fast cars.
Right. And I was doing a lot of testing.
Oh, again, you might want to go in and invest in renting a racetrack once you have a valid license with the other guy.
don't even get a car that even tempt you that much. That's my lesson from that. Is to get a car for transportation, not for entertainment.
Right, so did you get a lot of points on your record?
Yeah,
Yes, you
yes.
did, okay. So, how many points do you have on your record?
He just told me I got 0 now. It's been a while. It's been like 4 years since I ain't had no license. For a minute, I didn't think I was gonna be able to get my license back. I found out last year that I could, and I went to like the Lansing meeting that you gotta have, but they told me that it got extended. And that's why that led to me kind of not wanting him to represent me, because they came out with a deal, and it was a deal that would, it was a helpful deal, but it would have me still under a moving violation that would make me have to wait another year. And I'm already waiting to May 2026. So I was like, if I could just talk to him, let him know my goal, maybe we can, you know what I mean?
That'd be great, you wanna know a secret?
Yeah.
If you stop driving, you won't have to worry about that. Right,
Sure.
100%,
To be honest though, if I
love honesty.
feel like if I cut out driving 100%, I'm gonna get fired.
You know what would be less expensive? To hire a driver. Not an Uber driver. You have to know somebody that might need some work, that has a valid license. Have them be your driver. Guarantee you it's less expensive than fines and costs with courts. Guarantee you that.
I mean, I believe it. You don't want to decide
I mean, unless you're super generous and you're paying people more than you pay an Uber driver. However, I can also guarantee that if you're driving out of this parking lot, you will be arrested. Your car will likely be impounded because it will be towed away. And then you're going to see me in the back, in the jail, in the Wyandotte jail. You don't really want to do that, do you? No. So do not drive out of this parking lot. Got it?
I got you.
Do not drive anywhere. Set up informal interviews with all of the people that you know who wants to be responsible for driving you. And then have them produce a valid driver's license, so then you're not having a car impounded by somebody that's not even licensed to drive that's driving you. Okay? All right, so the court's going to order a $5,000 personal bond, which means so that you're personally guaranteeing that you're going to comply with the court bond conditions and you're going to make sure you're appearing in court. If you violate the court bond conditions, the court could revoke your personal bond, order a cash bond or otherwise. Okay? I don't know if you were here this morning when somebody was in jail for violating bond and this court revokes their bond. So I would strongly suggest that when you speak to your attorney that you're going to represent, you advise them that you're not allowed to drive. So maybe you can walk to
That's cute. Judge DeSanto trying to tough talk him. When we all know she's a softie, but that's okay.
a meeting space, or you can get a ride, or you can meet over Zoom. I don't know, but you cannot drive. Got it? What kind of car do you have this time since you got rid of your Scat Pack?
I don't have a car.
Okay. What kind of car did you drive today?
I never said I drove.
Okay, what kind of car would be out in the parking lot that somebody would have to come pick up for you?
Why?
Okay, sir, I'm just indicating so that you can make sure, so that the police,
I'm not gonna drive. I'm not gonna drive.
I understand.
And the car gonna be gone.
That's fine, perfect. If the car somehow is going to be here after 4 o'clock, you need to make sure that you're communicating with the police department so they understand that it's going to be picked up and doesn't need to be towed.
Gotcha.
Got it? Okay. We'll see you back on November 17th.
It's actually kind of sweet. He's being honest with her. He's stupid, but he's honest. He's not doing it to be a jerk. He's saying, here's my stuff and why I'm doing what I'm doing, which we all understand. And then she's actually trying to help him. It's kind of charming.
And just have a seat, you'll get a copy of your bond conditions in just a moment, okay? All right. Good day, sir. Good luck on finding somebody to drive you everywhere you need to go.
All right, Farz Carter Sharp, shoes, 4G 700-688.
Mr. Sharp. Scribbling from Kalamazoo this morning.
Mr. Sharp, your name?
Sharp.
I need probation in here, Emily. So this was taken under 7694A. And I sentenced him on April 3 of 25. I gave him 6 months probation. 12 domestic violence program with 12-week follow-up, no contact with Alexis Myers, no firearms, dangerous weapons. I said he was to surrender to the court on the first business day following his release from custody, because I believe he went out and picked up another charge. And I have, it looks like I have the following: failure to refrain from violating a law, being convicted of 3 different counts. And this was a guilty plea September 29th. He was convicted on July 3 of 25 with assault with intent to do great bodily harm less than murder, domestic violence and or assault on a pregnant individual. Second offense, knowingly assaulting or assaulting and battering a pregnant individual, and then failing to refrain from having contact, direct or indirect, with Alexis Myers. So when I took those pleas September 29th, I said I wanted to show up in person, and that's where we are. Your name? What was the sentence on that? Can you tell me? Do you know?
Judge, he's serving 3 years probation. Probation is going to go to his March of 2028. But in the interim, while that case was pending, and I understand that's not with this case, he was in custody for 86 days until that matter got resolved, which was this year in 2025.
Do we have proof of that? Yep. Can you
I have a full order of probation from,
can you give it to me, please, or tell me what's in it? Does it in fact indicate that he had 86 days credit coming?
yes, and he got sentenced July 16th of 25 and 3 months probation. It looks like, his terms included mental health treatment and then a domestic violence or battered intervention program. Says that he must complete cognitive behavioral therapy program, can't change his residence, no contact with the victim, he can't have a weapon, maintain employment, 50 hours of community service, it says in lieu of fees. And then it does state on here, he has an 83-day bail credit. And all 3 counts were taken under high.
Well, I just want you to know his status has been revoked on this case. So this conviction, I revoked his status back on 7694A status. Back on March the 20th. Is there anything you want? So I'm going to sentence him anew here, and we'll go from there. Did he do his domestic violence program?
So I actually reached out to them last week as of September.
I'm talking about the domestic violence program with 12-week follow-up
Yeah.
that I ordered.
Okay, so when he was in custody for those 83 days, he lost credit for what he already had.
I don't know what that means.
Like, she made him start the program all over. Because
How long had he gone before the offense date on July the 3rd?
2 or 3, if I remember.
So here's the problem. So
Yes.
I'm going to sentence you brand new now. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I ordered you back in August of 24 to go to the domestic violence program with 12-week follow-up. at some point, I must have ordered him not to have contact with her, right?
I think we talked about that last time. I put contact and it actually.
That's a violation, no assault of abusive or intimidating behavior. What really troubles me here is maybe, just maybe, if you'd have done the program when I told you to, maybe this new offense wouldn't have occurred. How tall are you?
6'1".
How much do you weigh? How much does Alexis Myers weigh? How tall is she? You think that's a fair fight? I don't either. I don't either. Not that anybody should be fighting. But I'm just having a real hard time. I always have a hard time grasping, particularly when it's really, how do I say this? I don't understand a man putting his hands on a woman at any point. And I sure don't understand a man putting his hands on a woman just unprovoked and doing this type of thing. I always kind of think, geez, maybe you should go pick on the heavyweight champion. Oh, that's my feeling. Or whoever the WWF champion is now, or UCF, or whatever they got going on. So what do? I mean, I could say to myself, well, he served 83 days. I could say that. But I could also say, he wouldn't have had to serve 83 days, and maybe he wouldn't have been convicted if he'd have done what I told him to do in the beginning. Give me a first page of the register. Did he pay all his fines?
Yeah, everything's done except for the class. He completed the intake and as of last week, he had 6 weeks of follow-up, so he has 6 weeks left.
What judge was he in front of in Detroit? Was that in Detroit?
Yeah.
What judge were you in front of?
Yeah, Virginia Thomas.
I mean, you seem like a respectful kid. Why you've got such an anger thing going on, I don't know. She was pregnant, right?
Yes.
Did you know that? You didn't know? Was it your child? Yes. It was your child, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't your child?
Yeah.
And you didn't know she was pregnant? No?
Sure.
Do we have the victim's phone number?
Behavior in this case is disgusting.
Probably I don't know if it's up to date, but it's in the police.
Would you go see if you can get a hold of her and ask her to zoom in, please? Just have a seat 1 second. I'll be right back with you. Thank you. Were you back on that other case? Okay, what'd she say?
I called her number in each police report and they're both disconnected. That's the only phone number I have for her.
All right, recalling Farz Sharp. 24G 700688. Name again?
Sharp.
Casino.
Is there anything else anybody wants to say?
Judge,
Pardon?
if I may.
Yeah.
Yeah, Judge, given the serious nature of the violation, had Mr. Sharp not served those 83 days, I'm likely out. That he would.
Shut this damn thing on.
Wait a minute, guys, you gotta, I'm sorry. He'd be likely out.
Would have just been a jail sentence because he could file, but he did do those 83 days. He is under felony probation now, and if he were to go amiss or violate anyway, now he's facing felony consequences. So he is engaged in the program. He's got 2 good jobs, so nearly 22, is that right? He's a truck driver, but he also has kind of a specialized job. He's a video game shop. So he's kind of at a crossroads in his life, but he does have an opportunity to get things turned around. There is a penalty, of course, in the violation that this conviction's already been entered. But I would ask the court.
I understand your argument.
I would just ask the court to sentence to a concurrent probation with bounding probations.
Do you have the police report on the felon?
Yes, I actually put it on the blue back. You should have it. I made a copy for you and get you.
Oh. I just want you, and I understand what you're arguing there, and I give you kudos. And I'm certainly not going to disagree with it, what anybody else did. We all have different perspectives. All I know is he's on probation and me. I ordered him to do something. He didn't do it. And then he went out and he was acting like a bully again. Did you get a chance to look at this police report?
I don't. Just a little off of this, where he made a reference.
Let me just read this to you. The officer was dispatched to a location. The caller, the victim, was advised she was choked by her ex-boyfriend and was waiting in her car for police arrival. On arrival, dispatch advised Sharp was leaving toward the front of the complex where I just parked. Sharp appeared to be in a hurry and attempted to walk past myself and another officer. I advised he was detained and he was handcuffed to the rear. The other officer searched him for weapons and contraband with negative results. I made contact with Myers and I immediately noticed redness around her neck and an abrasion under her left eye. She advised the following: they have 2 children together and she is currently a few months pregnant. An argument ensued over her car. He wanted to use the car. She said no. He was asked to leave, instead took a shower. Another argument ensued. He hit her with a damp washcloth across her left face and chest. She ran downstairs and threatened to call 911. He met her at the bottom of the steps. Rear neck choked her for approximately 10 seconds until she almost lost consciousness. She was then slammed to the ground. He then let her go and said, "Are you going to listen now?" He then grabbed her by the neck with one hand and choked her against the couch. He let her go and she grabbed her 2 children and called 911 while waiting in the car. She declined medical treatment. She sustained an abrasion under her left eye, abrasion on her right cheekbone.
I've heard enough. Just max him. Whatever you can do, Judge. Just hit him with it. Drop the hammer.
Back of her neck was reddish in color. Front of her, we have a hand print. That was reddish in color. I mean, I'm kind of having a hard time with this. Actually, you know what I did? Now I see what happened.
You entered the.
I entered the conviction, sentenced him on April 3. Okay, thank you. This one was confusing. I entered the conviction on April the 3. And
Now, this one was up on October 3rd, off of the new sentence, so.
And we didn't violate him before
Because of that.
because of the fact that there was no conviction, I believe is what happened, correct? Am I right or wrong? This one was so strange.
I think he was in custody around that April date.
He was. And then you sentenced him and he got out, when did you get out? May 2nd.
But he was on probation at the time of the initial assault. And I'm talking about the subsequent assault on the victim with the GBH case, assaulting the pregnant individual.
Yeah, he's got on probation August 6th to the 24th here. And then he was convicted. You actually convicted him on April, or sentenced, you actually convicted and sentenced him April 3rd of 25. And the offense date from the third circuit case is October 17th of 24.
So I misspoke. I'm gonna sentence him on the probation violation, okay?
This one's interesting, but all serious. I was not anticipating this. I was not ready for it.
Can't get over the fact that you, did I let you finish, everybody? Everybody, do you want to say anything? You want to say anything? I'm asking him, I mean. I can't get over the fact that you didn't do the program. And I still think if you'd have done the program, probably this wouldn't have happened. That's why we send you to programs. Programs are to rehabilitate you. They're not to put you through extra work just because we can sit and laugh about it. And you didn't do it. He did not do that before I ordered him to do that back in August of 24.
So I had something that I didn't want to have.
Go ahead.
And it looks like there was only, maybe a few weeks, maybe it was a short of 2 months between sentencing and when that next event happened, the felony attack. It was a relatively short time. And one of the things with these kind of situations, and sometimes the treatment counseling has to do with an anger management issue, but I'm referencing to something else that was told, learned along the way, and just that it's not always exactly an anger problem. Someone pointed out to me once, people who do this kind of thing don't often hit their bosses. They have some element.
Don't hit
their bosses. They hit women, but they don't hit their bosses. So it's not exactly uncontrollable anger, that it's more to do with gender relationships, dominance, that control, those kind of issues. And it's a very specialized kind of counseling.
Which I ordered the domestic violence.
Ordered, but this happened
2.5 months.
Pretty close time. And these lessons take time to be absorbed. Even had he done it, he may not have been in a place where he had been rehabilitated by it. What I'm getting to is that at this point, now he's got a felony case. He's got to go through the same kind of retraining. He did deservedly serve jail time while it is. You can't excuse what was done. But 83 days isn't nothing either. And ultimately, he's got to go through this training somewhere or some court, and hopefully it'll have the desired impact. But I'd ask the court to hold off on any further sanctions until he completes that, and we can see where he is and see if he does improve. I mean, the person needs to be flawed.
Let me see something here.
And he is in another program now with Third Circuit, his parole officer did confirm that for me.
I mean, I could extend probation.
And if that's the feeling, because he's gonna be on probation for the next almost 3 years. I mean,
All right, I'll tell you what. Your lawyer just kept you out of jail, son. I'm not sure I'm doing the right thing here or not, but here's what I'm doing. Give me the summary right out, please. Probation is extended for a period of 6 months. You're to pay additional costs of 75, additional probation fees of 120, and your probation now will go until pardon? Should be April the 3rd of 26. Defendant to serve 30 days jail commencing on 3/1 is March 1. What day of the week is that, Jennifer? Can you hear me? Jennifer, can you hear me?
Sorry, Judge, my headset keeps disconnecting on me.
Is March 1 a day of the week? Is it a Monday through Friday, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
The 2nd is Monday.
All right, here's what I'm doing. Probation is extended for 6 months. You're to pay additional costs of 75, additional probation fees of 120. You are to complete the domestic violence program, and you are to appear here to serve 30 days commencing on March the 2nd. I will suspend that and make you not do that, or not require you to do that if you're otherwise compliant. You do these things, you comply with probation and the circuit court and everything else. We're going to give you a jail start date, Jennifer. Make sure that Lisa knows what I'm talking about here.
A jail
March-
start date.
Jail start date of March the 2nd at 8:30. He's to appear. Court will consider suspending that if defendant compliant, and you're to complete the domestic violence program. I'm going to give you 2 weeks to pay this. If you have the money today, that's fine. If you don't, you're going to pay on this case by November the 4th. I hope I'm doing the right thing. I mean, I want to be understanding of the fact that he's served 86 days or 83 days, and that, he'd already served 19 on this case. So if they'd have run concurrent, I couldn't give him any more time. But I'm still troubled. I'm really troubled that you did what you did. That's the sentence of the court. You fully understand it. Any questions? Thank you, Mr. Haynes. You saved him. Good luck. Here. All right. Who do I have now?
There you have it. Well, that definitely got worse, but not in a fun way. I was surprised. I thought Judge McNally would whack him there, but no, he gave him a big break that he didn't deserve. Way it goes sometimes. That was ultimately frustrating, but interesting. Interesting. Thank you all for coming out. I appreciate it. I'll see you soon.